Well, hey there, friends and fam. Jared here, and today I'm going to give you a quick product review. I don't do this a lot. I got my beautiful assistant Faith here with me today, and we're going to talk about a portable USB condenser microphone. This is the Samsung Go. It retails for $30 on Amazon, which is an awesome price tag, and as you can see, this thing is teeny. I use it for recording vocals when I'm traveling and I'm in hotel rooms and things like that because it's so small, easy to put in a pocket or a bag. So I'm going to plug it in. Right now you're hearing camcorder audio, but I'm going to plug it in and I'm going to record into my computer so you can hear what this sounds like. So it's kind of the size of a money clip. So you open this guy here and it'll just slide right out. It just pivots like that. And you'll notice this is the back side. Here's the front side. It's got a little LED light up. This is also a threaded insert for a tripod stand, and I'll show that as well. But it also has this clip feature, spring-loaded clip, so you can clip it onto the top of your laptop screen or anything like that. It's got 3 switch positions for how the microphone will respond. So cardioid mode at the top, which kind of rejects audio from the rear. Then it has a -10 dB section in the center, which reduces the amount of sound that it takes in so that you can put this closer to the source without distortion. And then the bottom is a universal kind of pattern, so it's collecting sound all the way around. This might be good if you're trying to record nature sounds outside, but if you're doing podcasts or anything from a home desk, I'd probably use the cardioid setting. Not included is the USB cable. There's that guy and that guy. So this isn't the kind of connector you use on a phone. This is actually a little bit bigger than that, but common USB. Okay, so I'm going to plug these in. Okay, and after a couple of seconds it registered, and now you should be hearing my voice exclusively from the Samsung Go. You can see that I'm sitting about 1.5 feet away from the microphone, and it looks like the audio is picking up fairly well. You'll notice if I get a little closer and keep talking at normal volumes, it regulates the sound a little bit, but it might start to distort. And the LED on the front starts to turn red, indicating that I'm too close and that the sound is clipping. So if I sit about a normal distance and I speak in a semi-loud tone, this is what it sounds like. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it from cardioid mode to -10. You'll notice the sound is substantially quieter, but what this allows me to do is get much closer. Okay, and by getting closer, this effectively reduces background noise. So when we want to get rid of background noise, we care about something called signal-to-noise ratio. It's the ratio of the signal you want to hear, in this case my voice, versus the noise in the background. Okay, so the ratio of my voice's loudness to the background is largely affected by proximity of the microphone to me versus the microphone to everything else. So when I use the -10 setting, I can get much more close and my voice sounds probably much more pronounced over the fan whirring and all the things, kids, whatever, in the background. I'll now switch to Omni mode. And you'll probably notice that now everything is substantially louder. I'm going to set this back down on the desk. I see the red light is blinking at me saying I'm being too loud. So I could actually probably speak a little bit more quietly, but what you'll notice is there's a lot more room sound now. You'll probably hear, if you're using some good headphones, you'll probably hear humming and whirring in the background. What I would recommend for any kind of podcaster is we just went to the top switch position, which is cardioid mode, which again rejects sounds from the rear. And if I sit, maybe an arm's length away, this is how my voice sounds recorded. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a couple of accessories that are also not included, not necessary, but should you want them, these are some things I use. So this is a miniature tripod on Amazon, super cheap, maybe $10. Spin this right into the bottom. The microphone is now at a more natural position to my face. It's a little bit higher. So this is nice. And the other thing that I like about this is I'm able to clip a pop filter. These are on Amazon also, super cheap. And what this does, without one, you can hear pop, pop, pop. So by putting one of these in the front, pop, 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 pop. Not required though, especially this is better if you're using the -10 setting, and I'm getting much more close. Pop, 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 peas in a pod, pop, 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 peas in a pod, because the popping sound is the wind coming off of my face and hitting the front of the microphone. If I'm farther back here and I go back to cardioid mode, there's not a lot of wind being pronounced by my P's from this distance, so it's not as offensive. So again, if you're going to use the -10 setting and you're going to get very close for a really good signal to noise ratio, I'd use a pop filter. But if you're sitting, about an arm's length back, it won't make much of a difference. I'm going to pick up a fun news article. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, disable your ad blocker. Ugh! British Prime Minister Boris Johnson on Monday ordered a near full lockdown of the country in an extraordinary peacetime decision, making the UK the latest European state to severely restrict the movement of residents in a bid to slow the spread of coronavirus. Okay, go ahead. Go. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in -10 and read the same article, but closer. Boris Johnson on Monday ordered a near full lockdown of the country in an extraordinary peacetime decision, making the UK the latest European state to severely restrict the movement of residents in a bid to slow the spread of the coronavirus. And now I'm going to read it one more time, but even closer, and this time I'll use the pop filter. Boris Johnson on Monday ordered a near lockdown of the country in an extraordinary peacetime decision, making the UK the latest European state to severely restrict the movement of residents in a bid to slow the spread of coronavirus. So you can probably hear some PPP difference between there. I'm sorry. Sorry, making reviews with babies is hard. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Do good things and save money doing it.